My name is Hermanus. I am from Namibia, which is in the southern part of Africa. I live in a very small town called Swakopmund on the western coast within Namibia. So I think the main thing that motivated me back then to start off advancing my career was, of course, we could see the rise of technology, which was within the industrial automation space. So back then I've decided to start off my career, and I think the biggest motivator for me was the fact that I knew that I had knowledge and skills gaps, which limited me to excel in my career, and then of course to keep up with the way that technology is evolving. So I think that for me was the bigger part that motivated me to start off. So I started off with my Advanced Diploma with EIT back in 2017 about. I've then completed my bachelor's with them as well, and then I'm like a few weeks away from finalizing off my master's, which is something that I'm very proud of. So I think as you study, you realize that there's so much knowledge out there, so much knowledge and skills that you can acquire, and I think through EIT one can comfortably acquire that. Looking back at why so many students actually succeed through EIT, I think for me what stood out within the 7 years was the learning support officers, the support systems that we do have. You can go to them and then they can sort of help you with the struggle that you do have, whether it's through better planning of your studies. If you need to defer a subject, you just write to them, you can call them, then they would sort of help you through that. Even with the lecturers, very knowledgeable people, they industry based, so of course they are big support system as well, because when you do engage with them, they do understand, they can share some of the practical experiences and stuff with them. So of course, like I said, with everything that you undertake, there's always challenges. So when I reflect back, I had to balance out family, work responsibilities, commitments. Within that there was traveling, and then of course there was my studies as well, which was fundamentally important for me because I knew what I wanted. So within that, some semesters would be easy, and then sometimes you would get very tough semesters. But through that, I would always recommend that you use the support systems that you have in place just to move things around for you to make it easier. But of course, it always works out. I think once you're in, it sort of balances it out. Between the three dynamics that you're in, which is quite important. As a student ambassador for EIT for 2024, I've engaged with on various platforms with some of the students. So the most recent one was through the virtual open day, where I shared my experiences with future prospective students that want to join EIT, and through these I always get a lot of LinkedIn invites. And I think the important thing is what most of the students do want to find out is that how do you balance that, the dynamics between work, family, and studies. And I always share my personal experience, which is very comforting for them, because I always share and I always tell them how they can actually get ahead of that by planning and doing a few things, to get a few things out of the way. Also, the most rewarding thing for me is the fact that some of them would write back to me, or they would engage with me to say that look, they've signed up and they're so excited about the new course and then they're doing well. And I think that's the most important thing, because I could actually make a difference through my personal experience into someone else's career or life, influence it in a positive way, which is very, very heartwarming for me.